Yeah, so even though Dad's out of town and Mom, but she left us a baked ziti right on the oven.
Kind of a cop-out.
Pretty well, at least she didn't leave us yo-yo again for the second week in a row. We had to eat pizza last week. So she baked this nice, didn't bake it, but she made this nice baked ziti, and it's all ready for us. And
so spoiled.
Big shout out to Mom for that.
So spoiled.
They literally just left. I was confused. I was like, did we have the wrong week? Dan's here, and Mom's here, and Dad's coming home, but they just left for wherever they're going, and then they're flying out to New York. So
New York City.
So we have Dan Benson Parker here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? He is live in the Tiger Cage, taking place for Dad. It's going to be a great show. We got all sorts of things planned. We're going to talk about Blue's Clues Steve, of course. That happened this week. We've got birthdays. We've got Little Did You Know That, and Ryan's going to do the second segment of Guess That Business. So it's going to be a good one, guys. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome. It is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, guys, you can check us out on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you go to They Call Us the Breeze page. And then, of course, like our page on Facebook. It's facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. Show comes out every Thursday live, but then, of course, you get the full version every Monday of the podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Like I always say, for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends, guys. We're out here. We got Dan Benson. You guys might have remembered me mentioning him in previous podcasts. He's taking place for Dad tonight, so we're pretty excited. We've had a couple cold ones already. The boys are slightly buzzing.
Well, we're buzzing for the fucking game tonight because it's NFL, baby.
NFL's back, baby.
Dan, how you doing?
Oh, doing good. Glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Very excited.
He had to pull some strings out there in listener land. He had to make sure he was here and available for the night. And kind of through the weekend, I was like, "Are you going to be good?" And he's like, "Yep, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be good." So I was like, "All right."
You better goddamn
the
be
benefits of having a friend as your boss. That's why I told you before. I was like, I just told Caleb, I was like, "Can I have Thursday off?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
You got
Yeah. Stop talking to me.
For that dumbass podcast, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
who cares? Who gives a shit?
Have fun, do your thing.
He's like, Tiger Cage? You're like, yeah.
They still doing that? They're like week 8. By the way, this is episode 8, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, episode 8.
It's just flying by, man.
And things have happened. We've talked about a lot of stuff, and we've done birthdays, and Dad and Ryan have finally synced up to where they're tied at 19 points. But, of course, that goes out the window tonight when Ryan has to play Benson, which I'm very excited for.
Oh, you guys are tied, huh?
Yeah, they're tied right now.
All right, because originally, I'm sorry, Dad was winning, or Mike was way
for
ahead.
the longest.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
It's not, because I got a fresh slate, and a clay. What is a clay?
I'm pumped.
No, I know.
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm going to take it to you, Ryan. I'm ready.
Well, we were talking about this. We're kind of the same age, right?
Yeah, these two are a few years younger than me, just a few, but they're about the same age. So, and Benson and I mean, you can't hang out with Benson, especially if you're me and you're a big movie buff and you're a big Wikipedia.
He's a wizard.
We just argue most of the time. We get drunk.
People hate being around us.
We're like, no, that's not the actor. And it's like, no, that was definitely his fucking name, dude. And then, so tonight he's gonna know a lot of ages, and I hope you're prepared for that.
I'm all right. I don't know. I'm not gonna say immediately. You already said you're not putting any sports people in there, so I feel like I'm already kind of at a bit of a disadvantage.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
No, well, you're gonna know it, and you're gonna know all of them. I know.
When you guys used to work together, did you guys ever go a whole shift where like you knew the answer of something, but you waited a minute just to like fucking at the very end, or like
generally it's never. There's never a point where him and I go. One of us will go, "Come on, I know you got it." It's usually us arguing about something, unless both of us don't have it. And we just had that earlier tonight.
We literally did that before you got it.
We were talking about weird science.
And we both of us are like, don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
I know you know it. I know.
And then you do like the most honest look into each other's eyes. Like it is like probably the cool, like you're
and we waited. Remy's like, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. And we waited. And I was going through it.
What was the question? Or what was the...
It was the woman in Weird Science, because he was talking about the Weird Science show, which I've never seen.
Never seen the Weird Science.
I had heard of it. I never watched that show, but the movie obviously I loved. And the woman, we were like, oh man, what's that actress's name? And I was like, it's Kelly something.
Yeah, and then Brooke was thrown into the equation.
I threw in Brooke,
that threw off.
but I was like, oh no, it's not Kelly Brooke, because Kelly Brooke's another like English model or some other.
But this
another
woman
thing.
from Weird Science is also British, so
Yeah, she is also
Right.
British.
so we were
British.
trying, and then Kelly LeBrock.
It was LeBrock.
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 I said
Kelly LeBrock.
My last guess was Kelly Preston, John Travolta's wife, but
I did think I did tell Dan. I said I think it's a one syllable name.
Yeah.
Dude, she in that movie
Well-
went so hard. Like, like the boys were
Well,
just
Weird
always
Science?
saying no, and
Dude.
she was always just like, "Come on,
Yeah,
boys,
I know,
come on."
right?
And
Like
you're
that.
"Hey,
What is the first thing she says when she comes out of that closet?
Oh,
Oh,
boys.
I don't,
All right,
I
what would
don't
you two
remember
little
that.
demons or something? What would you two
Yeah.
little somethings
Yeah.
like to do first? What would you two little maniacs like to do
Oh
first?
God!
I'm gonna take a shower.
Has there ever been like an adult? There has to be some
Like a
type
porn?
of. There has to be
A
some
porn
type
version?
of an adult parody of
Right,
that.
yeah.
Like I feel like it'd be really.
Well, we were
good.
talking last week on the show about like Family Guy animated, but also there's a live action parody of that I happened to stumble across. Didn't watch it, but like
Oh,
it just
a
looked bad.
live action porn
Family Guy. Yeah. So
That's just clever for me. That's just clever. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't
I mean,
know why.
I don't
Every
would
time
watch
I
it.
come
I would
across
watch
those,
it.
I'm like, that's just like that's interesting. You
I'm
know,
sure
They-
there's, like-
they put the time into the
I mean, couple sets, you know, and
Yeah,
they
how
did
do
a.
you-
I had a Golden Girls one, which was pretty
Peter
good.
really fat? Was it like a really fat
No,
porn star?
no, the guy was just like a little chubby.
Do you think
Okay.
they did a table read before it?
I hope so. It sounded like it. No,
Did
one-
Lois sound like Lois? Did she have that like
they all did.
Tina?
They all did like dumb accents, of course. You know,
had
they
the New
but
England.
like really bad accents. Just hired porn actors doing accents, trying to imitate. I
Hey,
remember
they're artists too.
Yeah,
all right,
dude,
you know.
come on.
one
Don't-
time I watched a Golden Girls one, and it was MILFs, but they were all wearing like grandma wigs, but it was a MILF porn. I mean, like the women were hot, but they're wearing
Golden Girls.
they're
oh
wearing
my
the
God.
curly wig.
What was the oldest one? Like the old granny one.
I really, I've seen several episodes, but I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you
Okay,
that.
I'm
that-
sorry, yeah.
That was one that I wasn't.
Forrest
really,
Whitaker.
That's
So anyway, these motherfuckers, they're out here, literally, they're filming an episode of Golden Girls. Essentially, they have a laugh track. They're literally doing a laugh track, and the girls are all
is
in the
so
kitchen.
funny.
The girls are all in the kitchen. She's like, "Yeah, last time you had him over, we couldn't sleep all night," and then just really cheesy, bad audience laughter, and then
the sitcom.
and they were trying
the
to like
standard
drop
sitcom laughter.
jokes. They were trying to drop, and then like the delivery guy or the repair guy, the plumber comes over, and then there's a scene there, and like, but it lasted for however long it took for each one of them to get railed, all four of them. you know,
Imagine the guy
eventually.
that's like, imagine the guy producing the film. He's like $5 million in the hole, and it's like he can't even sleep at night. And his wife's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I've been filming him, and these girls aren't doing shit.
These damn production costs. I tell you what.
I'm losing my ass over here.
I'm losing my ass."
Yeah, but the money doesn't come from that though. He does. It's not like the wrestler. Like he
Where does
gives
it
the
come?
money to the wrestler. It's not like that.
They've been friends for a long
they've been friends
time.
forever. They lost their virginity at the same house,
the
at the
same
same house
house.
party, at
What
the
the
same
fuck
night.
are we talking about right now? What the fuck?
We-
Exactly.
We specifically told people we were not going to do this.
Again, everybody out there in listener land, I know I've said it before, but go watch I Think You Should Leave on Netflix with Tim Robinson. You're down for some fucking amazing, dry sketch comedy. Go do it. One of me and Benson's most quoted shows, most
Look,
favorite shows. Ryan and I
Are you
too.
looking for a Netflix sponsorship?
Grew
here?
up in a
Like-
small town.
Are you looking for Netflix to pick you up on
We
his
had to do a lot
project?
of jokes.
Yeah, we had to think of ways to make things fun.
make things
and,
fun.
And we made our cars funny. Okay.
I saw the bumper sticker. I just thought you could help me.
You want to go to magazine or
I-
calendar
yeah.
or anything? Oh yeah. So guys, like I said, thanks for joining us tonight. We got so much show. We're glad to have Benson here. We got the Bucks game going on
Glad
tonight.
to be here,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
We
and,
need to get those bells. You know what I mean?
The,
Like
the
the
NFL.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. That's gonna be so sweet.
I'm ready,
Isn't
man.
the-
I'm pumped.
Oh, can we get the song what was the Monday Night Football? It had
Are you ready for football?
who was that?
Hank Williams
Hank
Jr.
Williams Jr.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a party?
Who has since been replaced
And the
a little
Cowboys riding in.
unceremoniously replaced as the Monday Night Football.
Yeah, they kind of got rid of
He
him
made
pretty
a couple.
Yeah, at the very end.
He made a couple
At the
weird.
very
He
end,
said a
would
couple
just-
weird things. He's not really.
quick. It was
yeah.
the racist comments, right?
Yeah, well, it was.
Do you remember any of that?
I remember what it was.
What went on with that? I
He-
remember briefly seeing it.
He was on a Fox thing. He compared Benjamin Netanyahu, the president of Israel, to Hitler, or some weird. He said very not nice
Crazy
things
that he knows those names
about
and stuff,
Benjamin.
I'm
Well, just because
impressed.
I love Monday Night Football, and I remember I loved Hank Williams Jr. and it was a big thing. It was like, oh, Hank Williams Jr. is no longer going to be on the Monday Night Football song, and I was like, I need to know exactly what.
Yeah.
I need to know exactly what went down. But yeah, he said some unkind things about.
I don't know.
the Israeli president.
I don't know which one I'm more impressed. Dan remembers exactly what it was.
If it's
or the
related
fact
to
that-
football, my
or the
man,
fact
I'm
that,
a savant.
Or the fact that Junior knew anything about foreign policy or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
He knew just enough to lose his job.
Dude, a fun little fact, like you need to look something up right here in sports. So I was watching golf last weekend, and Joaquin Niemann, he would hit a par 3, and they're like, oh, he picked up his tee, and he's jogging to there. And I'm like, why the fuck is he jogging? So today I looked it up. He was paired with Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka ended up withdrawing because he's hurt his wrist. So at that point, he's only a single. And now they're like, okay, he could play for the lowest or the shortest round of a par 18 professional round ever. So the dude literally clocked in 5 minutes earlier from the longest round or the shortest round ever played in PGA history, and he's running from the tee, and all the
so
his
it was
caddies.
a matter of time.
So it was a matter of time. So everyone, I was like, why is he going from that tee box running? And they're like,
that's gotta affect your shot.
Oh,
That
for
has
sure,
to
but
affect-
he
like
goes-
running from if you're taking a
Oh,
golf
yeah.
cart from shot to shot, it's one thing. If you're running, like you get there, you're all sweaty and you're fucking,
but he's
you're
like,
breathing
at that
hard.
point,
Like
yeah.
that has
Well,
to fuck
think
you
about
up.
it.
Like
you're
there's
like
no way.
rushing your putts because he's
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to get the lowest time to
Well,
round.
what
He finished
did he
it in
score?
An hour,
What did he score?
An hour and 34 minutes, and he only shot 4 over from the leader of the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now the old guys wouldn't be able to do that because they'd fall, they'd break a
fall.
hip,
Yeah,
their swing would be
Yeah,
off.
if
wouldn't be
Mickelson
good.
if Mickelson was jogging from shot to shot, it would
Jogging.
not be pretty.
I believe it's jogging with a soft
yeah,
J.
it's a soft J.
Hey, Ron, when all this is over,
I think we should get an apartment together.
I miss your musk.
I miss your scent. I miss your musk.
miss your musk.
Don't pretend you can't hear me. Oh, man. Yeah, you're going to get a little bit of that tonight, guys. We can't help ourselves. Literally, that's all we do when we hang out at the bar. We were out last night. We went out last night for a
I'm
little
kind
while.
of impressed
Cou-
with you guys.
a
You guys,
couple last night.
how'd we go? 1 a.m., 2 a.m.?
I don't remember when we left.
Well,
but-
last night?
Yeah.
Or when he
Well, we went
wasn't
to-
there last
No,
night.
I know.
When we
went
were
to-
out with him?
No, last night.
Oh.
Just last night.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't.
We did
that
go
was
out.
it.
We did all three go out on Sunday.
Well, we went. Yeah. Well, that's. I didn't know if we were talking about that or last night. Last night, I think we were out till like probably 2 or 3. We were.
Yeah.
We went to Angelo's.
Kept
and
it
then
crisp.
my cat woke me up at 9. I'm going to talk about my cat. I
Poor
finally
thing with that little ball.
I
of
finally got my
cuteness.
kitten out there in Radio Land. I know I said I was going to get it
he's
right before
here.
Nashville, and he is here. He has officially spent
do you
a day, and I'll talk
That's
more about him
cutest
later.
thing in the world.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for it. I've been hearing a lot about it.
And I've got
He's
some pictures.
Adorable personality.
The
Just
paw, like,
cute.
hey,
Yeah,
like
the little.
bit.
He's already posing for pictures.
Yeah,
like,
I've got
I'm like,
pictures
yeah.
out there in listener land. If you can
You've
check
got
out the
a-
YouTube
You've
video
got a
for sure.
model cat,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, I'm
you
gonna get-
have like a like.
You're gonna
a-
get like, dude.
It's
you
like
should
a
get
guest
sweet,
model cat.
And we'll
you should
get more
a
into him.
sweet Christmas photo with you and your cat and send it out to
Oh,
some relatives.
God.
So who's
You better come out with some real
No.
content with that cat, Remy.
100%.
I am ready.
We will.
I am for
And we'll
it.
get more into.
I'm for the cat. I'm for
Put
the
some
Benny. The
Christmas
Benny
light,
content.
Put
Yeah,
some
we'll get more
Christmas
into-
lights
Oh,
around
dude.
them. Take some
He's
photos.
I want to see Halloween photos. I want to see Thanksgiving
Seriously.
photos. I want you to have little
Yeah,
outfits for
first
him.
hurricane party.
Got to get him
photos.
little hats, little like. Can we get him some kitten mittens?
So do the listeners want to see all this too. So we're definitely going to be doing that. But that's for later in the show. I got pictures for you guys, so you can watch the YouTube video and check that out. I mean, how bad are the Bucks going to beat the fucking Cowboys tonight?
I think pretty bad.
I think bad, and I think first game of the season. It's
I'll allow
let's just
10
say-
points. 10 points from the Cowboys.
The stadium's gonna be a little sloppy.
None of them have played in a while. Dak Prescott's coming off a
Gnarly.
injury. He hasn't played longer than anybody basically on the field.
So, if it's gonna be a muddy field on his ankle, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure some bands
that's
passed
not
through there.
the rain's not good for him. I mean, he's used to playing in Texas, so I don't, the heat's not going to affect him that much. But yeah, like that ankle, man. He's a big strong guy, but that ankle injury was just.
It was, dude. Like I don't know. It literally went backwards on us.
I didn't know.
I traded for him. Man. I was telling you, I traded for him a week before that.
But that's fantasy football, man. You always trade for the person that gets murdered the next week. But yeah, I mean, Cowboys aren't bad. Like I said, they lost an offensive lineman, and I think Ndamukong Suh is going to have a big game. It really comes down to the Bucs defensive line. If they can get after Dak Prescott and quiet him, like our offense, Brady's gonna have a good game. Mike Evans gonna have a good game. We've got good running backs. We got good wide receivers. I'm not worried about that. If the defense plays well and can get after Dak Prescott, like I said, he hasn't played in a while. He's coming off an injury. I know his confidence is not
where it needs.
I don't care how confident you are as an athlete. You come off an injury like that.
Well, and especially if they whoop his ass up first game, right? Yeah. I mean, how's that confidence going to be coming back too?
Yeah, so the Bucs are in for a win, but I mean, defense needs to play well.
We should have had Jerry.
No stupid mistakes.
Jerry Jones is in the house. We should have had him fucking on the podcast. He's in the. You know what I mean?
I'm sure we could have conned him into it in some way.
Actually, truth be told, I double booked. And I went with Benson instead. I said, you know what?
Wow.
Let's get Benson in here.
I feel pressure now.
Dude,
Jesus
so
Christ.
I was watching like a little bit of the Hard Knocks, the last episode, and it's literally Jerry goes to like some high school game and Whataburger CEO's there, and Jerry the whole time is just like, he goes, "Oh boy, I gotta tell you right now,
oh buddy,
I am the biggest Whataburger fan this person's ever seen." And he goes, and then like it flashed back to him. He goes, "Hey," and he like literally grabs it. He goes, "When I have it, I don't even put it in the fridge because I just leave it out. That's how much I love Whataburger." And I'm like, the whole time, Jerry, the owner of the fucking Cowboys, going up to the fast food.
It humanizes him a little bit. Like honestly, that story, like as much as Jerry Jones in my lifetime, he's kind of
and I were just
kind of an asshole.
You and I were
I've never
just
heard
talking
a lot of good things about Jerry Jones, but that kind of humanizes him a little bit. He likes a little Whataburger.
Look, out of the whole operation, out of the whole stadium, he's going up to that Whataburger CEO, and he's just going to talk his ear off about how he loves it.
He could put a Whataburger in that stadium if he really wanted to. Like, let's be serious. He could, if he wanted to.
He was working, dude. He probably saw him on the sidelines. He goes, "That's the one person I'm going to work this stadium on."
I was talking to someone about the other day. Do you guys remember there was a Whataburger in Pinellas Park?
No, you and I were talking.
Was that
we
you?
Were at Angelo's.
Okay, yeah. Do you remember that?
No, you were telling me about that, but I was like, because I said the
last
Whataburger
was 100% a Whataburger in Pinellas Park. At some point, it was probably it's probably not been there for years.
Like on Park Street and shit.
I don't remember. No,
I haven't had it since Orlando.
It was like
Orlando was the last time I had it.
Well, I don't even think there's one in Orlando. I don't even think there's one in Florida anymore.
Yeah, you did try to look up the one that I used to go to in Orlando.
They're not there,
you couldn't find it.
On my life, there was a Whataburger in Pinellas County.
Those onion rings, man.
At some point, just the burgers themselves were just
almost like Culver's. Almost like Culver's. I guess the Culver's probably the closest thing we got down here.
Culver's is good. They're so greasy. Like it's the kind of the reason I love the Checkers burgers. Like when you get a burger from Checkers, like you know it's killing you.
That's a hangover.
You know it. You know that you can see and taste the grease, but it's so good.
Yep. Oh yeah.
God, it's so
I haven't
delicious.
had Checkers in like 10 years.
Really?
Oh, you know where I was at today?
Me and you got Checkers.
Last place I saw you at a restaurant.
El Cap.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Had 2 Budweiser heavies.
If you know, you know.
I always say El Cap, I love them, but they were better years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we were kids.
When I went there when I was young, like early, mid-2000s,
they beefed up their patties, so it's a double's gnarly, and then a single's I just want a basket of fries.
Also, I don't know if you guys remember, but the wings used to be incredible. The wings.
I don't think I ever had wings.
I remember one of my friends. I was just burgers. One of my friends like, you should get the wings one night. And this is when we were like 12, 30, maybe high school. It was 2005, and I got them. They had amazing wings at one point.
That was going to be my guess, my business.
Things change, cooks and stuff like that, but
it's not. I was like, I was sitting there, and I was like, I gotta do El Cap as guess the business, but I was like, no one else outside of
we're gonna have guests.
St. Pete would know.
What would have been your your like clues to elk. I feel like we would have gotten that too quick.
Well, I probably would have. I probably would have said the one that I just gave to you, like very at the end.
Oh, at the end.
But then I would have been like, it's a St. Pete staple.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know. Great. No, because you can't do burgers because then it's El Cap.
Yeah, I fucking love El Cap. I fucking miss El Cap. I haven't been there in a while. Anyway, guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. It's time for us to take our first break. You know what that means. We come back with some celebrity birthdays. We're going to see how Dan does against Ryan. It's going to be a good time. We got so much show for you guys, right? I'm fucking excited.
I'm excited too.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. It's They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live every Thursday night from the Tiger Cage. We're out here. We have special guest Dan Benson hanging out with us tonight. I know you guys have heard about him in previous podcasts. Dad is out of town.
What's up, guys?
He's heading to New York, so Dan's filling in. We're having a great time already. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us on YouTube, of course. Yeah. Make sure you go to Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze, like the page. You can listen to the podcast every Monday anywhere, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, doesn't matter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. Tell all your friends. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends, guys.
Spread the word.
Yeah, got a lot of good shows.
I also got a notification that we're streaming on LimeWire. We're also streaming on Kazaa.
I did not approve that.
And we're also going on
Napster as well.
And BearShare?
Well.
Frostwire.
BearShare.
Well. Yeah.
BearShare.
Yeah. I mean,
all
it's going to be awesome.
All the greats.
Everything that ruined your parents' computer when you were in middle school.
Go on, download it. I'm pretty sure they're safe now, right? Yeah. I mean, come on.
It happens.
Come on.
I mean,
they're not targeting MP3s anymore. They're targeting fucking Pentagons. Come on. What do you think so far, though?
Like I said in the past episode or two about the Spectrum notice, you never know what Frank's going to get.
You say no.
Yeah. Tell Spectrum.
No.
I think we did that last episode, too. Well, guys, it's segment 2, so that means only one thing. It's time to do a little bit of birthdays. So what do you guys say? You guys ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm
all right.
born for this.
Got a brand new intro. Here we go.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday. It's your birthday. Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
That's right, guys. It's time to play Celebrity Birthdays. That was my new intro I came up with today.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I figured it was good. So Ryan and Dad are tied 19-19, but that doesn't really apply right now because the slate always gets wiped clean, like when he played Haley Bears. So Dan, like I said, Dan's going to know a lot of this, and I'm really excited to see where they end up. So the very first birthday goes out to, I mean, who else would we have for this tripod tonight? Mr. Adam Sandler.
Oh, you know what? I remember
Adam Sandler tonight, guys.
I didn't see it, the age, but I remember seeing somewhere earlier today, like on my phone or something. That it was.
The boy was.
I saw
He's
on
cruising around the phone.
on my like on my life earlier today. I did see that it was his birthday. I on my Scout's honor, I did not see the age.
I'll take it.
If I did, I would pass this. I promise you, because I feel like I'm confident on this one.
Well, if you're so confident,
well,
take the first.
Give me a moment. Let me just kind of. All right, he's got to be.
Adam Sandler.
I know. I'm trying to. Okay.
What do you say?
He's 54.
Dan says 54. Ryan, what do you got?
I was going to go 56.
Oh, they're going to split the point.
Is he 55?
He's 55.
Fucking, I was thinking 55.
You know, that's what he would like to do to us. He would like to split us up.
At the last second, I was like, 55's too, because that's so what that would mean.
Yeah.
Dude, look at his eyes at that phone.
No, he definitely looks a little older.
So what, he's 60.
He's 55.
No, but born in 67.
I'm sorry.
Say so. Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking 70. I was like, he's got to be born like around 1970, maybe like in that ballpark. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. So
all right. Remember, Ryan,
that's a wash.
All right. Remember, Ryan, no cheating. We got our second birthday up here. second birthday. Some of y'all out there in listener land might remember this is actually Michelle Williams. She played Jen on Dawson's Creek. Let's give it up. Also, she was
married
in Dick.
Married to Heath Ledger
And she-
when he
Yes.
died.
And she was in Dick with what's her face?
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Who was Richard Nixon in that?
It was the dad from Night at the Roxbury.
Yep.
He played Nixon.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
All right. So how old is Michelle Williams tonight, guys? Played Jen in Dawson's Creek.
I'm gonna go 52 years old.
Ryan says 52. Dan, what do you think?
I'm going to go 46.
Dan's gonna get it. She is actually 41. She's a
Yeah,
little bit
I felt
younger,
like
I gave her way too
when you
much
went into
credit.
50s, I was like that's
40s.
way too old.
Yeah,
but because of
fuck
your
me.
guess, I went older. I was gonna go like 43, 44. But when you went 50s, I was like, shit, is she that old? But
That's what I'm saying.
she must have been 18 in Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So like
Probably
that's
maybe 20.
20 or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I used to love that fucking show.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
Pacey
I'll
show.
admit
Oh
it.
my
I'll
God,
admit it.
yeah.
Great
Great show.
Yeah,
James,
100%.
James Vanderbeek, man.
Yeah,
just a fucking
He broke,
All he wanted to
broke
do
his
was
nose,
make
Andy.
movies.
just a stallion of a human being.
Well, happy
You know what?
birthday out there, Michelle.
All he wanted to do was make a little movies.
I
You
know,
know, that's
right?
all the dude
Goddamn,
ever
dude.
wanted to do. That's
All right.
he
All these
wanted to do.
women just making things crazy.
And then
in his
fucking
life.
Pacey.
Next
Jesus.
birthday we have. Guy was accused or arrested for
Oh my
soliciting a
man! While dating Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, that's retarded.
That was.
Well,
it's
that's
not,
what you do
It's not.
sometimes.
It's not soliciting prostitutes. It's soliciting prostitutes while you're dating Elizabeth Hurley.
Guys out there in listening land, it's a very happy birthday to Mr. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant,
Hugh Grant.
Notting Hill.
All that fame got to me a little bit.
All right, so it's Dan's turn next.
I would say he is. Hold on one second.
Just take pauses in between your breaths because I'm going to edit all this.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, are you trying to seduce girls in cars
No,
right now? You think they're
no,
pulling
no.
on?
He's
I'm
ASMR.
I want to
and
start
do you
licking
think
my
they're
lips.
cups? Do you think they're?
Second time we've had a special guest on the show and we're doing ASMR.
By the way, for all you
again.
ladies on the 101 out there, I
He
mean, pull on
is-
over.
57 years old.
Golly, dude, I was
He's-
totally gonna
he
go on
is
that.
57.
That
I'm
sucks.
sorry.
Build from there, Ryan. What do you got?
Oh, I gotta go one over or one under because I really have 57.
Wow,
on the brain.
that's where you're at. Yeah, one over.
Come on, dog. I was
Gee.
like 50. I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna go 60.
Correct. He is 61 years old today.
Let's
You
go.
motherfucker.
61.
I mean, we're both right there, though. Like, we're both right. We're within 2 years, basically, on all the. I guess.
Very happy birthday, Mr. Hugh Grant. Our second to last birthday we have is Mr. Michael Bublé. And if you haven't seen the
Michael
bubbly,
Bublé. I didn't recognize who that
He
was.
looks like Trump.
I was like,
he
who-
looks like a Trump. Dude.
I was like, who is this?
have you
over
seen
there?
the bubbly commercial with him on it? It's a billboard for bubbly, the soda water, and he's tagging it with spray paint. He's up on the billboard and he's turning it into Bublé.
I didn't see that, but
I thought it was a clever ad.
It's cute. It's
Yeah,
cute.
I thought it was, anyway, Michael Bublé, world-renowned singer, crooner. You know, he's got the stuff.
You know him
See,
around
this
Christmas
is,
time.
This is
So
tougher. Just
Ryan
'cause-
goes first
Yeah,
on this
go
one,
ahead. But this
I'm gonna
is-
go 43.
Ryan goes 43. Dan, what do you got?
I'm saying 46.
Dan gets the double nickel.
God
He is
damn it, dude.
46.
On the
Double
dot.
bubble.
Got
Double
him.
bubble. So that's 2 points for Dan right there. I don't know. I'm not really keeping score.
I was let.
We
Oh
split
wait,
a point.
wait.
I got
So
a
I
point.
get
So you
double
each-
points if I get it on the nose.
Yeah. So you each split the first point, but it's 1 point.
So
you
right
each
now
got
I'm
one.
up 2 because I got one. He
Yeah,
got.
you're at-
We split it. I got one. He got one, and then I got this. So right now I'm up 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're up
Sorry
3.5 to
sorry
1.5.
to do this to you, Ryan.
It's
Well,
okay, man.
so we really only have one left. So that's basically.
I gotta go right on
You
this
got,
fucker.
you got to
You
be
gotta
right
hit
on the
it
money.
on the nail. You got to hit it on the nail. The very last birthday we have for this evening.
I'll let you go first if you don't mind.
Very special birthday goes out to Henry Thomas. Now, he is the kid from E.T. He's Elliot.
Oh my
and he was in
Lord.
most recently. He was in that ad with ET, and then he's also the Super Bowl ad from 2 years ago.
You ever
maybe?
seen a movie called Legends of the Fall with Brad
he's
Pitt?
young in that one. He's
he's not. He's like
16,
in the no. He's in his 20s. He's a young man, but that's just another.
Yeah, he was.
I know he from that picture. I thought that was like a fucking. Batman villain.
This picture here, he's been in the Netflix The Haunting of Hill House. He was the dad in that series.
Okay.
And I told my mom, I was like, that's Elliot from fucking E.T.
Okay.
All right.
E.T. came out what, 81?
I would say, yeah, something like that.
81?
Between 81 and 85, maybe 80.
I feel like it might be like 81, 82. Okay, so
Henry Thomas. Elliot.
Am I first this one? Do I take the first guess this time?
I'll be right
here. I am going to say it's weird because he looks older than I.
Yeah.
Like I want to make a guess, but the picture you have up makes me question my guess. But I'm gonna
go for it. Balls out.
50.
All right.
54.
Dan with a double bubble.
God damn it, dude! No
He's 50.
Fuck, dude.
Damn.
Dan just ruined ET for the rest of my life.
I was honestly from the math in my head, I was like 47, 46, but
No, you fucking did it.
He
dude.
looks like he's 60 in that picture.
I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. It's too fucking expensive. I'm not fucking paying it.
Too fucking much.
I lived in Egypt for a month.
I lived in Egypt for a month.
Fuck, man.
So most of the quotes you're hearing out there are just going to be from I Think You Should Leave. So just go watch the damn show already.
Hey, cheers.
Oh, cheers, man.
Well,
cheers,
once again, Netflix
job,
pick
Dan.
us up for a promotional deal, something like
Hell,
that.
man, that was good, dude.
Give us some money for all this.
He wiped. I had a feeling Dan would fucking do it, man. I mean, there's one thing about Dan. I'll tell you that.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's Dan in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. We call it Dan. We used to call it, when he used to work with me. We would call it Dansplaining.
I keep losing these deals.
Once again, something that I just wanted to bring up briefly. I was always astounded at how much you guys freaked out when you found out my middle name was Benson.
Oh, we loved it.
I told Caleb that, but like I'm still confused. Like
now here,
what?
Because it's a name you never really hear to me. That's why I freaked out.
I feel like Benson's a common name. Benson.
Here's the
You've
thing.
never met someone.
I was
with
like,
a
how much
last name
land does he
Benson?
have? I was like, how much land does he have?
I knew. I had a friend growing up. His middle name was Livingston.
That's fucking great.
If that's not the richest middle name you've ever heard in your life.
Here's the best part about the Benson discovery, and I remember it when it went down, and everyone started calling him Benson at work.
Which I don't mind at all, obviously. Like, I think it's a cool name. I have no problem. I've just always been,
It was during a period. It was during a period where probably 2 females, maybe 3, were all kind of like mad at him for one man.
Please stop
dansplain.
talking right
One
now.
no, just for a dansplain or another. They were all mad about.
Weren't pre-bussing, huh?
Dan always dansplained, and they were just like, he's such an asshole sometimes. And then when they all found out that your middle name was Benson, like they all dropped their mood like immediately. They're like, that's the fucking
By the
cutest
way,
thing.
I have my own word for mansplaining. If there was any confusion in that.
Yeah. Good old Benson, man.
You couldn't get it from the context.
Glad to have you tonight, man.
You have your lawyers, right? You have your lawyers.
Good to be here. Good to be here, having a good time, chopping it up.
Speaking of Benson, I might have referred to him as Benny every once in a while, which is the name of the cat.
That's why the cat's named after me. I mean,
it's true. Cute cat,
in
by the way,
all
man.
seriously, God, so cute, right?
Oh, you're already in love.
Benson got to meet him last night, actually, as a matter of fact.
And it was better because I was drunk. That's the best. A little kitten when you're drunk. Oh my God.
So
I left the apartment. I was like, I'm getting a kitten tomorrow.
You put your head down. I was like, just sleep on me.
I was walking
buddy.
out the door. I was like, Remy, I'm gonna have a kitten tomorrow. I promise you.
So this little thing, man, I finally got it 2 nights ago. Went over there and picked it up after work. Brought it home. Had plenty of time with it. Brought it in. I had a little carrier that I had bought earlier that day. Because I woke up out of a dead sleep at 10 a.m. My alarm was not set till like 1 p.m. I had to work at 3. But I get a text message that says, hey, Benny can go home with you today. I fucking jump out of bed at 10:15 a.m. I run my ass up to PetSmart. I buy the litter box. I buy the litter. I buy the cat food. I buy the toys. I buy the this. I buy the that. The water dish. The fucking food dish. Blah, blah. And I race back home and I start cleaning the house up a little bit. Filling his litter box. Getting it ready for him because I want to show him where it is as soon as we walk in the apartment, which is exactly what I did. exactly what I did. I walk into this apartment. I have his duffel bag. He's in the duffel bag. Oh, by the way, he was meowing the whole way home.
Your cat's got a duffel bag.
There was a little duffel bag, but there's a screen mesh around the side,
I know what
so
you're
he
talking
can
about.
see. He can see, but he was meowing and he was kind of like weird. And he was, "What's going on? What's going on?" All I did was I flipped Cake on Spotify and I started singing some Cake, like "Go in the Distance," all this stuff, and it immediately responded to that.
Soothed him.
Yeah, with the John Cray vocals.
Yo. If like your Benny's on a podcast of like, what did your parents listen to growing up? Be like,
Cake.
well, I remember Cake was my
a lot
first.
of Cake.
A lot of Cake.
Lot of Tool.
A lot
of
Tool.
So what's he doing right now, I wonder?
I wanted to bring him to the Tiger Cage. Funny enough, Tiger Cage, get it? No
I
pun
know,
intended.
right?
But I wanted to bring him out
Training.
here, but like he's literally 2 days old. He knows where the litter box is there. He's just kind of finally figuring out where his favorite spots to hang are. I don't want to confuse the shit out
He's
of him.
not
and bring him
literally
over.
2 years old. I mean, he's older,
He's
but
6
still,
weeks. He's 6 weeks.
2 years.
Just about 7. We were waiting until they stopped nursing and they started eating the dry food, and that it got to that point. So, yeah, we brought him home. First thing we do, I put him in the litter box, and I always religiously take a shit right as soon as I get home from work.
Yeah. So
And
you guys poop together?
So I put him in there, and he looks at me.
That's the cutest thing in the world.
He peed, but like I've never seen a cat piss before, and he was like shaking and like digging, like spreading his paws in the dirt. And he kind of like, it looked like a tire deflating in a series.
You saw the satisfaction in
like-
his eyes.
His tail stopped wagging, and he was just like, "Dude, I'm tired."
Oh my god!
And then we fucking
you're,
went and hung out.
you're gonna be such a good father.
Yeah,
you're
dude,
gonna be
it's gonna
such.
be
You're gonna be such
it's
a
gonna
good
be
dad.
I got pictures too. I got pictures. I'll throw them up here, guys.
Oh, my
For
God.
Hey, he's gonna have like for real. If you don't
So,
go to
yeah.
Sears and do some fucking Christmas photos,
You can't see
very
this.
upset.
Yeah.
And make
Go
sure
to
you get
Sears. I don't
make sure you
think-
get a lot of wallet
I don't,
photos.
Ryan. I don't think you have to go to Sears for that anymore.
Well, get a lot of wallet
they come to
cuts.
you.
Get
They
a lot
come
of
to
wallet
you.
cuts.
I think there's
okay?
other ways to get Christmas pictures.
So
now.
here,
I
for
do
out-
remember the Sears photos.
For out there-
yeah.
Under the chairs.
Shout out to Sears Christmas photos.
I remember they put my brother in a chair. We did this like the brothers in the chair and shit like that.
So, yeah.
stupid lame scenarios. That
yeah.
All you want to talk about is your
Yeah,
cat.
the
No, but I have a couple
the
pictures
fist
here.
on the
This
chin
is
was always a.
This is me and him chilling on the couch. Night 1, he's giving me
Oh,
kisses.
my
For those of you out there who
Lord.
can't see it, he's
It's
literally on my shoulder. giving me
Basically, the
kisses.
cutest thing you ever seen in the world.
And then this is
crawling all
our
over Remy.
serious face. We did a serious face here where we're both looking at the camera.
Mm.
And then he was sitting in this glamour shot position.
It seems like
Yeah,
he's
that's the
posing.
gla-
It
yeah.
literally seems like he knows the
Dude,
camera. Like it's
here's what I'm saying. The
it's-
camera was not even out.
the definition of photogenic.
He's like,
Like-
I'm getting the camera back at
Listen,
you.
It
listen.
looks
I put the
like-
camera away, and then he crawled in this position and laid there for 2 minutes. And I reached over very carefully to get the phone. He didn't even move. He was like, "I need this
He's
picture
like,
taken."
I know you're gonna take a picture of me. I'm ready for this.
Oh,
I'm
he's
gonna do
such
the
a
cute
cutie.
way.
He's like, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. You just got the camera.
Yeah, he's a special boy, man, and he loves to bite and scratch. He woke my ass up at
It's a
7.
Kitten. It's a kitten, Remy.
7 a.m.
Jesus.
today, dude. My
Yeah.
alarm was set for 11.
What did
He
you
woke me up
think
at
was gonna
7.
happen?
He woke me up at 8. He
Yeah,
woke me up
dude,
at 9.
You're acting like you
now
don't have
a
another
little body on your
Yeah,
hands.
you have
buddy.
a living being in your apartment.
I love
Yeah.
him. I can't wait to get
I
home to
know.
him. Yeah, little Benny. If you're out there listening, Benny,
Remy.
get off that.
Yeah, I know.
It's time for bed.
Stop
playing
chewing
with
that.
Stop playing with those wires, Benny.
Stop chewing
get
with
off
the
the
fucking-
get off the wires.
He does, man. He's already going, and he does know no. So when I yell no at him, he stops.
Like I said, he knows no now, but once the cat grows into like an actual like mature
Dude, he's gonna
cat,
be like-
try. Okay, how
There's
many?
gonna be Silky
How many
Johnson.
cats have you ever met? Like full grown cats that respond to no.
Yeah.
Please tell me one.
I've
doesn't
never met one.
Yeah, cats will
this will
literally.
be the first,
cats
man.
will.
This will be the first.
They will spitefully do exactly what you don't want them to do.
You dick!
Yeah, that's
You know,
cats.
that's a cat. So
That's a cat.
while he's that big, yes, he's gonna respond to no, but
Well, for now, I'm loving it.
it won't last.
For now, I'm loving it, and I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it. And then it eventually will
you're
get to a
in
point
the
where
you're in the honeymoon phase right now.
Are the
And then
claws?
I didn't realize. I didn't even look up. I've never had a cat. Our family has never had cats. We were never cat people. We didn't have cats. I was never a cat person. I feel like cats will do their own thing a little more. So dog was kind of unfair and out of the question for me and my lifestyle. So the cat I figured was easier. I didn't realize these motherfuckers live like 18 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, all right.
Well,
Dude,
I mean, not always. I mean,
And
some
the first
of them
thing,
live, but
and I
20
you,
years isn't out of the question. For
I
a
promise
cat.
you, I will love him until his last breath. But
Hey.
the first thing I thought of was Michael Scott going, well, I don't even know if I'm going to want one at 18.
Yeah, hey, Pam, I want a kid. That's gonna take like 8 months.
Oh, I don't even know if I want one. at 8
I've
months.
always reserved though that as far as like the whole cat person, not cat person thing, like it depends on the cat. Like I've had
And the person.
the person too. But like
Exactly.
I've had some cool fucking cats. Like I had like a cat growing up that was like the most affectionate, cool, just like personable cat. You could like no one wouldn't love this cat. There's not a human being alive that wouldn't love this cat. And I've also I had a cat that scratched the fuck out of me every time I would even look at it.
Couldn't
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, you
get
couldn't even
through
like,
to the cat.
It would just come up
Had
to
its
me.
own MO.
I would be doing my own thing. It would just come up to me to scratch me and then walk away.
I got a fair balance of both of those.
I've had
feel like
both.
you got a good one.
I understand the people that have only had the shitty cats. Are like, I'm not a cat person. It's like, yeah, I get it, but like, you haven't had a cool cat. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think he's a cool cat, and I think it's going to work out.
It's up to you to make him a cool cat.
Exactly. Guys, hey, thanks for listening. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick halftime break. This is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Find us every Monday, everywhere you listen to podcasts. We got Dan Benson here in the studio.
Yay.
Yeah, so we'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Welcome back, everybody. They call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage. Guys, we got Dan Benson in with us tonight.
Yeah, baby.
Just took a little halftime break. You know, speaking of halftime, we're going to be taking a full-time break for that game later on tonight. So we're very excited. We already got the pre-show on in the living room,
Bucks,
ready to
baby.
roll.
Let's go.
we're gonna-
Buccaneers
We're back.
for the win.
Absolutely, 100%.
Repeat. Or wait, no, I think it's a two-peat.
Yeah,
I
it's
think what they.
definitely a two-feet.
I think what
It
they
could be
actually
a
call
3,
it
a
is
4,
it's
a 5.
it's
We
a-
could go. Sky's the limit.
It's more of a two-peat.
Yeah.
I think is what we're.
Benson argued with me when I was talking about getting before the Stanley Cup. I was like, we're gonna get a two-peat, and he's like, it's called a repeat. I was like,
Well, no.
I want to call it a two-peat.
Well, no. We were talking about the Stanley Cup because they've won 2, and I was like, well, the Lightning are going to get a three-peat because if they get another one, they'll be the three-peat. And we were talking about the Bucks, and you're like, well, the Bucks are going to get a two-peat.
Oh, was that it?
And I was like, it's not a two-peat, it's a repeat if you get 2.
I remember when I had my first beer.
Hey, you know,
But
Hey,
we
we're
can,
gonna give them
it can be a two-peat,
two-peat.
though. Remy's starting a new thing. It's called a two-peat.
yeah, I'm
like
just
two-peat.
trying. I
The
said I
two-
can say
the
whatever
two-
I want to say.
The two-peat is the
You know who, like,
the Bucks are about to two-peat.
They'll be like Mose.
If you're gonna
Mose
two-peat,
from the
please
office.
two-peat in your bedroom.
It's a two-peat. It's a
It's
two-peat.
called a two-peat.
All right, well, guys, as promised, we're gonna do our second installment of Guess This Business,
I don't
and
think
because
they're ready.
because
Lord.
that business went so well the first time, we decided to have it back, and as promised, I told Ryan he gets his own intro music, so here we go.
Boom.
What business are you in, Jack?
It's none of your business.
Business ethics. That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
All right, Ryan, what do you got for us tonight, man?
Oh, I got something.
All right, so here's how the game
good.
works out there in Listen Land. If you didn't catch the one show, it was already on. Ryan has been Ryan's always, he's just Professor Nerdhead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, a little bit. Sure.
Always
Mind your tongue,
That's
Professor
rich
In the
coming from
business.
you.
always into finance, always into business, always into startups. Basically, if Jeff Bezos was here right now, he'd probably blow him. That's just Ryan.
And actually, I just learned last
I
week,
mean, like,
funny
what's-
enough, he's actually invested in a company where he's trying to make himself younger.
I'll
He's
do it
trying
again.
to
I'll do it
Benjamin
again.
Button.
I mean, like,
guess that's what you do when you're a billionaire.
if you're gonna blow any man on the planet, I feel like Jeff Bezos,
Harrison Ford.
is. I mean, obviously Harrison's top 3. Let's be serious, but like realistically, you're gonna blow a guy.
I was gonna say Martin
Jeff
Sheen. I was
Jeff-
gonna say Martin Sheen.
Jeff Bezos has to be top. I mean, man's got almost
I don't
200.
know. You think
he's
Martin
got like
Sheen would
100?
be-
He's got like $200 billion or
It's
some
easy-
crazy
I think it's
shit.
easier to
mean,
work Jeff Bezos than it would be to work Martin Sheen.
All right, speaking of work it, let's do it. man. What do you-
Martin
Are you
Sheen,
guys
I feel
ready?
like Martin
You guys
Sheen would
ready?
put you to
I
work.
think you
though.
guys are gonna like-
Martin Sheen would.
I think it's going to be a no-brainer.
Ryan's
This is
gonna
going to be
give
a
us clues, yeah.
no-brainer, but
Okay.
I think
Let's
let's
go.
see if
We're
we
gonna
can
guess
go.
that business.
What do we got?
We already learned a little bit.
What do we got?
So the company was founded in 1853.
Jesus.
Then it was bought out in 1976. This past February, 2 Februarys ago, 2020, it went on the,
1976, you said? 1976?
yeah, it was bought out in 1976,
All right,
and then
keep
in
going.
February 2020, it relisted back on the stock exchange.
Okay, so it was now it's
old company bought out.
Are we allowed to ask questions, or are we just?
Yeah. I like that.
So okay, so I know at that year, companies, it must have been steel or oil,
Sure.
or
something that got the booming economy going, right?
okay.
Well, it's nothing to do with is it something to do with alcohol? Is it something to do with?
I'll keep reading.
Yeah, keep going.
This company literally has been around our whole entire lives, and we probably have seen it 4 or 5 days after we're born, and we probably are eye level with the logo when we're 4 to 6 years old.
Oh, I got it. Little Tykes.
Nope.
Wait. Okay.
You want me to say that again?
Wait. You said we see it right when
If
we're
we're
born.
4 to 6 years old, depending, it's probably eye level. But we would see the logo first if we're probably 3 or 4 days old.
I got it.
What?
Dan, what do you think? I'm thinking kids' toys. I'm thinking like the big
Yeah,
brands of kids' toys.
How close was he with Little Tykes? Was that anywhere close?
No,
was that
no.
way out? Yeah.
Because was Little Tykes
Remy,
founded back
that's what
in
I'm saying, Remy.
1853?
You never know.
1853. There's not kids companies toys that are still around.
The industry
like
is
that doesn't-
transport services.
Transport services.
That's the industry.
and 4 to 6 year olds can see the logo.
Oh.
Eye level at that point. Once you get a little bit
Oh,
taller,
I
you
got it.
probably can't see that
You
level.
keep saying you got it. Like, every time you have a guess, like I got it. Little Tykes, really? 1853.
Hey, I'm
Little
confident.
Little Tykes was started in 1853. Remy.
I got
Thank
it.
you.
I got
Yeah,
it now.
Go
You
ahead.
go ahead.
Do you know
No,
what
no,
they
no, I don't have a guess.
Do you know
Go.
what it is?
I'm lost.
Now you have to think. It's something.
No,
now
I
you have
got
to-
it.
Transport services.
What is it? And now you have to think of the
Go.
manufacturer.
What if you have a guess? Go.
Transport services started in 1850. Sold its brand in the 70s.
And then rebranded in 2020.
And got back on the stock exchange in 2020.
What? So they weren't on the stock exchange after 1970.
Well, they got back into it. They got.
Never mind. I forgot about the selling off in 76.
All right, I'm
I was
gonna
gonna
give you
say
a couple
I was gonna say John Deere, but
Is that?
I'm going to give you a couple more.
So it's not FedEx.
Well, we're on the right-
transport services.
we're on the right path with John Deere. Apparently.
All right, I'm going to give you this. This might give you what they make.
Okay.
This type of music first appeared in the 1920s to calm people who fear of taking them.
Who fear of taking them?
Back
What
in
does
the
that mean?
1920s, this music would come in to make people more cool when they would take these things.
Enya?
Oh, when
It's a transporting services. What do you think would fear people when they're traveling in them and they have a music that's introduced to make them more calm?
Euphoria?
What kind of transportation services? Transportation. Get you from A to B. What do you think that people would be scared to go from A to B and they have to create music to calm people when they're in it?
Trains?
Ooh, that's close.
Trains. It's
But
gotta
not really that.
The subway? The monorail?
it's
All right,
gotta be subway
I'll give
systems.
you one right now. Okay, ready? 41.
New York subway system.
41 hours is the longest anyone is recorded as being stuck in one of them.
Elevator.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, now hang on. That's not the company because that's just what they fucking made.
Well, Remy, you're a little premature
So
on the.
who's
on
the-
So, what elevator companies have you ever glanced across in your whole
Does
entire life?
anybody you've ever known know the name of an
Ooh.
elevator company?
Neither do I.
It's always. This is why I love it because it's always in front of your face. It will always be in front of your face next
Up.
time you're in there.
Up or down?
bro. The
Okay, this was
the
a
clue.
19
The clue with the 4 to 6 year olds.
You
Dude,
ready
that
to-
was just absolute.
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
was
call
a,
it, yep.
That was a horrible.
You ready?
clue.
Okay, you
Call
ready
bullshit
to?
on that.
You
That
ready to
was
get
a
the?
why? Why would like that? I'm sorry.
Why don't you try a little tenderness?
Commodores? Commodore? No.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Oh, Redding.
What's the first name?
Otis.
Otis
What?
makes all the fucking elevators that you'll
my
ever be on. And why don't you guys pay attention to your
God.
surroundings, boys? Why don't you
wait,
fucking
what?
pay attention?
That once again, the 4 to 6 year olds. What are you talking? Like you
When they see-
that?
look,
Oh, it's under the button.
Eye level. You see the Otis right there when you're 4 to 6, man.
That was a reach. I'm gonna give you a reach on that one.
I know. I had to throw you off.
It was misleading. That was purposefully misleading. I don't know about that.
But
one.
once you guys got elevator,
You're trying to.
how many elevators have you ridden in your life and you don't even?
Who knows brands or like
you'll see
companies
it.
that make elevators? What
Next time you're in the elevator, you'll fucking notice
I'm
it.
sure I'll see it for the rest of my life. But like
Yeah,
as of
dude.
right now, like I guarantee you could have 1,000 people on this
And
show
my job
and
is
ask
done.
them one company that makes elevators.
Yeah.
And no one.
I've got
I
nothing.
bet people in New York would
What?
probably know.
Oh God. Well, I'm sure.
Well, hey Ryan, that
I'm
was
We're not
sure
there
all
yet.
the people.
Ryan.
in
That
New
was a
York.
great another segment of Guess That Business.
It was deep. I had to dig deep.
That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Great job, buddy. I appreciate that.
It was definitely a very.
I said it was interesting.
That was incredibly
interesting.
niche. Like as far as like a company though, you couldn't have gotten a more like
Well, I gotta think of more like
out of.
how I would.
I was ready for like Coca-Cola or like Apple.
I was
or
gonna do
like,
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Stuff's
When
too
you
obvious.
said
But once I would say a
thought
formula
when
or a
you said
syrup
the
or a drip.
1800s, you're like, oh, like it started in the 1800s, it was like Coca-Cola or like
See,
or
that's
like
where I was like,
aspirin
hell.
or something or from some I don't like isn't. I think
yeah.
I think that
I was gonna do Kellogg's,
yeah.
but
Is that 1800s?
it was like the food that built America, so like
Well, it's-
19 something.
Did they start with cereal? How did Kellogg's?
So it was two brothers, and they actually took over a psych ward, and the brother
was
that
trying
was
to
the
invent,
head of the psych ward. He was trying to
something.
invent something that like he could give his patients, and,
And
it
he
was
just
like he
fro-
branded it
Frosted
like
Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Yeah, exactly.
and now we have Frost. Now we have Frost and Tony the Tiger.
Thank God for him.
Dude, for
touches-
sure,
touches
dude.
little
Are you
children.
kidding me? You think Tony the Tiger went in that psychiatric ward? And he was like,
Speaking of different businesses, have you guys seen the
Tony the Tiger was very depressed before he got to that psych ward.
and he was just like,
They turned him around.
he saw cereal.
He walked out and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm great.
He's like, I never had a purpose in my life until I saw cereal.
He knew then. He knew right then.
These Kellogg's people spoke to me.
Was
So-
that hard though? I mean,
No, that was great. Speaking of businesses, I was watching that documentary on how Nickelodeon got started.
oh yes,
Something
yeah.
what was it called, like the Real Orange or the Color Orange or something orange in the title. And it was all about how Nickelodeon started, and then they talked about how we had Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida.
how did it start?
Just that there was like some animators that basically like the first 3 cartoons was Rugrats, Doug, and
Oh, that was the
Oh, right.
original.
Hey
like
Arnold.
those were the
no,
originals.
Hey Arnold was later, a little bit
It was
later.
like Ren and Stimpy. Well,
It
they
was
did like
Ren and Stimpy,
Doug and Rugrats
Doug
were
and
the
Rugrats
originals.
and
That
Ren
was
and
the
Stimpy.
first Nick. Oh,
and
shit,
and
I
there's a
didn't
whole
realize that.
documentary on it. Something with the name Orange, and I want to say it's either on Netflix or Hulu, but I would bet money on Netflix. Really good documentary, and that got me to thinking like. And then they go into Nick Jr.,
And then they go
Eureka's
into, like,
Castle.
Hollywood Studios
Nick-
where they do things filming there.
They
like,
talk about how, like, at a certain age, they realized most of their viewership was getting home from middle school and watching Hey Dude and stuff like that. So they're like, well, what are we going to do while all our kids are out at school? We're going to do Nick Jr.
And then you had the
that
dude
was
from
for the
Unwrapped.
that was for the baby.
Mark-
The little ones.
What was his
yeah,
name? Mark,
the little kids.
Mark something.
Mark Summers.
Mark Summers.
That was like Double Dare and
that
Family
was
Double
Dare.
That's
Yeah.
And what
Mark
would you
Summers.
do? What
Oh,
would you
God.
do? Remember
Taking
what would you
it
do?
back.
But
I
yeah,
remember.
Nick Jr. Speaking of Nick
This
Jr.
is all that. This is
Oh yeah, the Roundhouse.
that.
Well, speaking of Nick Jr., you guys saw the video.
The Amanda Show.
You guys saw the video with Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
video.
No. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
breaking this week, guys. You might
Yeah,
not
no,
get around to it. till
You guys
Monday.
have to fill me in
He's
because
back.
I don't know.
He's back. Oh, what are yeah?
For real, I
So,
saw a blog, but I didn't.
Steve
click
is
You've
out
seen
here.
nothing about that.
All right.
No.
Let me go on this for a second.
Go
So
ahead.
Steve is wearing the same green shirt with the tan collar. He is in front of the background. He's wearing a ball cap.
Horizontal stripes.
He
Okay,
looks like fucking.
that's the
Everyone's
photo
saying
I
he looks
saw.
like James Maynard Keenan from Tool.
He honestly looks like the exact same,
but just
like
older.
he has a pair of glasses on.
Yeah, and a
Like,
hat.
no facial hair, same haircut, and a pair of glasses.
But he's out there. He's talking this big whole thing. He's like, because we all thought when he left the show abruptly, there was all these rumors about either drug use or he went to jail or this or that.
I heard it was a kid thing. I heard he was touching it, which is all obviously fake.
Yeah,
like
everything.
but like in my school, it was extra heinous. Like, he was raping children, and that's why they had to get
I
him
heard
out of there,
drugs.
which is-
Drugs was a big one.
I've heard a million things, but there was all
Where'd you go to school?
St. Pete High School.
Oh, that's why.
Green-
I think
Green
the
Devils,
drugs
baby.
made it past
Green Devils, baby.
past 38th Avenue and up is
I'm
where we
sorry
heard
you weren't good enough as a Viking to,
All right, let's throw hands.
You weren't quite.
Well, anyway, so the Steve guy,
Cream of the crop, baby.
comes on, Ryan. He comes on. He does this video. He's like, "Hey, it's the 25th anniversary of Blue's Clues, by the way." And he goes, "Hey," and it's just the whole internet was like, "I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm not crying, you're crying." That's all everybody was saying. He's like, 25 years ago, we started this show, and you guys helped me learn a lot. And then I took a break, and I decided I wanted to go back to school, and it was because of you guys that I decided like I want to learn more." And he's like, and then he's like. And this is where everyone's like, "I'm not crying, you're crying," because he's also like,
Did he do this by himself?
Yeah, he was like, you went through some stuff. You guys have grown up. God, look at you. I'm so proud of you. Look at all the things you've done. So it's like a fucking...
Let's get back to the boys.
So I heard they're doing like a reboot. They're doing like a one or a special,
like
and he's going to be on it.
But for what? For adults or children? Like,
That's what I'm
just to
saying.
say,
What if you
just
do
say
like...
and this is the best part, right?
What if he does like
a bunch of 30-year-olds
what do you want to smoke out of?
Blues
And then
Clues?
No,
Yeah,
What if he does like a what do you want to
You
smoke
want
out
to do
of?
some
And he
coke in
draws
the
a
bathroom
bomb?
with me?
Like,
you want to go to
right?
the strip club?
Real quick, if I may, he literally he says he's like, we've gone through a lot, student loans. Some of us have families now. Like, we're doing all sorts of things. He's like, but you know what? He's like, I never forgot about
Some of
you.
you guys
and
have
that was the
ugly
big tearjerker. He's like, I've never forgot about any of you guys.
God.
And everyone's like, I hope you didn't forget about me. Remember all the fun we used to have and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but you guys are growing up now. And then at the end, he says
Pulling
something
on the
like,
heartstrings.
oh, God, what
What a smart
Pulling
what a
on the
smart guy, though.
heartstrings.
I mean, damn.
Well, they're saying Nickelodeon, it's a 25, 30-year marketing gig
Yeah.
that they've been just waiting.
Oh,
waiting to
I've
reap the
heard-
benefits. They're like, we're going to put this guy back up. But like, honest
I've heard
to God, like,
trends repeat himself every 30 years.
yeah, but okay, but like, so how is that going to work? He's going to put it on another Blues Clues show? Like, no one's going to watch him.
no,
doing
he's just going to
anything
do a
else.
No, you
special.
know
It's a
what?
one-time thing.
To do what?
I'll watch it.
He was never that funny.
If he really
The
gets
guy was never that funny.
Dude, if he gets dark with it
He
though, and
took
he's
you-
trying to
oh,
figure out
God.
Clue's dark
If it's
ways,
like a- like
if
a-
Nickelodeon can do some
if it
shell
was
cash
like a Bo
and not have their
Burnham Blues
yeah,
Clues,
dude, yeah.
like if he pulled out like a
That shit was dark.
If he pulled out a
Nickelodeon's
piano
like,
and just
we'll
started,
give
like,
you a little seed
everybody's
capital.
gonna die.
He just like rails.
I'm hungry.
He just-
Yeah, I'm honestly interested. I don't think it's anything other than like he just coming out with a video.
Dude, he's
I
like,
don't think they're
you
gonna do
remember how they
anything
used
with
to
it.
do, let's go check the mail. He's gonna go out and check the mail. There's gonna be no mail because it's 2022.
Who mails anything anymore? Like, Jesus Christ.
He's gonna be like, "Where's my drugs off Silk Road?"
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I talked to this guy the other day, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna send you this stuff. You got to like fill it out and then email it back to us." I was like, "All right, great."
That seems like a lot of work.
Well, no,
You gotta
he said
fax
he.
it back
Well, no,
to
well
us.
he sends.
He's like,
it.
"You got a
well,
fax
I
machine?"
thought it was like an e-sign thing.
Yeah,
where
little
I
DocuSign.
get the email, fill it out online, and
and you're never good with your
I called him
signature
back,
after
and I'm
the
like,
first time, right?
I'm like,
You have to
sir,
reset.
do you mean that I have to print this out, fill it out, and then scan it, and then get it back to
and
you?
then page it to you.
I'm like, you can expect it sometime in October.
Yeah.
yeah, hit you
I
on
was
your
like,
pager.
I'll let you know when I. I'll let you know when I buy a scanner.
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaurs.
Yeah, no shit.
You're like
Fax
on
machines,
Craigslist,
phone.
you're grabbing like
yeah, you just have to print it out, fill
You're
it
grabbing
out,
like the old-
put your information, then scan
What
it,
was
and then
the
email it back
company-
to us. I was like, yeah, because I own all those things.
what was the
Yeah.
company like? They had the 3 little birds. It was like the little toucans or something, and it was like they made monitors, they made scanners. It was like back in the
Oh,
90s.
Insignia, maybe.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe
They probably got
Insignia.
bought.
I think
out.
Insignia is still a thing.
I know, but it was
I
back.
think they
it
make.
was-
I think they make
3
e-cigs.
little- Yeah, they probably do.
Definitely
this
make
is, this is
They
a,
pivoted.
This is a racket.
It's a
I
good
swear,
business
I
plan.
do, dude.
It's a good business
You
plan.
figure out how to make the juice they put in these things, man. You'd be a billionaire.
Yep, you're a billionaire.
Make
well,
that-
speak,
make
on
that
the
juice
death
every
of
night.
children. I
Make
mean,
that
you
juice
just-
every night. Be like
I-
Randy's special.
Speaking of billionaires, guys, we're going to get back to the show just after this short break. We have Did You Know That coming up? So always good facts about products you guys might know of. It's a good history lesson. It really is. We have Dan Benson here in studio. We're hanging out. Like I said, check us out, facebook.com/They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, every Monday you can catch us. Like I said, we're going to take a break. Ryan, what do you say?
Let's go throw some darts.
All right, Benson, what do you say?
Well, we got darts here?
We have electronic darts.
Is that... Oh, we can play... Oh, yeah.
Actually, that dartboard is for Jenkins.
I thought we were waiting on the
Your
dartboard.
dartboard's over here.
All
right, guys.
I'm down for darts.
We'll be right back, guys.
There's a dartboard here?
It's right there. Just don't hit the neon.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Go to the
Bye.
class.
Get drunk! Yeah! Now we're talking. All right!
Guys, welcome back to They Call Us The Breeze, episode 8, you guys. Jesus, man, we've been doing it.
We're at 8?
That's 8 weeks. That's 9 weeks with the pilot, and that's probably another 7 weeks with the pre-episodes. And it's They Call Us The Breeze, guys. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra.
Congratulations, guys.
Live from the and Dan Benson is here.
Congratulations to you.
I'm here.
To you too. Live from the Tiger Cage, guys, every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, you can catch the show re-released on YouTube. That's YouTube. Search They Call Us The Breeze. Go to facebook.com/They Call Us The Breeze and check out the podcast every Monday. We got a little bit more show before we go and watch the Bucks game. So what do you guys say? So one way to do it. So let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Guys, so we have a little...
Give me a damn sandwich.
With Benson's first time here, I figured he might, because he loves to dance-play, he likes to argue, so we're gonna give him a little taste
You're
of...
just doing me like that?
Of course, right off
He
the
loves
rip,
to
right?
dance playing.
So I'm going to come up with Did You Know That? And he'll probably argue a few of them, I think. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I love you, Benson.
I don't know.
Well, now I'm going to. I hope you're ready.
All right, here we go, guys. It's Did You Know That?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, did you learn?
Russell, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize that. And I learned something today.
I thought that dogs laid eggs. And I learned something today. I had to find that one for the Did You Know That? Because he starts it off.
I know you wanted that one so bad.
Wait. I forgot how
I
to sit
was
down.
waiting for that one.
All right, so the first one we have up here for Did You Know That? It's eyeglasses. All right, I wear them. You know, I'm sorry out there in YouTube land. Usually catch a little bit of a glare off my glasses, but I have to wear them. Otherwise, I can't see the monitor and I can't give you the good show that I promise every week. But eyeglasses,
wonderful show.
Wearable eyeglasses have been around since 1284. Wearable eyeglasses. Now, this doesn't mean it's anything like the eyeglasses we know today.
I'm sorry, you said 1284?
1284.
Oh, okay.
But it's nothing like the eyeglasses we know. So I guess originally when they started eyeglasses, before eyeglasses, before they had
riding elevators.
Are these like a monocle or like actual like two?
So before eyeglasses came into fruition, you had to lift a piece of glass the size of basically like a small mirror to see like text. If you were older and you had like the text and the scrolls,
that doesn't sound efficient.
You literally can you imagine? It's not like they did the trim with like rubber or anything. So you're just grabbing this fucking
your
piece
hands are bleeding
of glass, and you're just
you're literally like the guy from like Wayne's World. You're just walking glass.
There's
back
drops of blood.
Yeah, just drops of blood.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm just reading,
holding
honey.
shards of glass.
I'll be to bed soon. Don't read too long. You might bleed out.
Like we can't really complain. They had it pretty bad back. In
Yeah,
the day,
exactly.
You know?
So
we have Kindles, and they had to read
literally,
shards of glass.
They couldn't zoom in. They no magnifying glass, no nothing. They had
shout out,
yeah,
shout out,
to ancient
13th century,
exactly. So then Italians actually, fun fact, Italians shrank the glass and the heavy frames enough so that they could finally be worn on the nose. So basically, without the ear guards, you're just talking about being worn on the nose so they could hold them. Basically, you remember back in the movies with the Victorians, they had the eyeglasses for opera, and they had the little stick at the bottom. So that's kind of what was going on. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of where that went. And then the Spanish were the ones that came up with an idea of attaching ribbons to the frames, and they would wrap the ribbon around the head.
Oh,
and they were like, this will keep it on the nose without you having to hold it.
That's where the
So the Spanish were involved in that. They invented the ribbon.
When did it move to like the modern day, like metal with the ear?
Sorry, when did we get the Warby Parkers?
I don't want to get ahead of you.
No,
just go ahead.
That's the perfect question because
you
segue me. Finally, in the 1700s, the ribbons were replaced with the arms, quote unquote.
So 1700s.
So about 1700s. That's when they finally were like, all right, enough of the dudes bleeding out, enough of this like holding it up, because you can't smoke and hold a beer. And I would be fucked.
I mean,
I'd be done. Yeah, 100%.
Take some concentration. You can do it. I mean, you make it happen.
Can you do the thing where you like put a quarter in your eye socket and you like close your eye and you can make it stay there?
Yeah.
Probably. So I mean, that's probably how you had to do it back in the day if you were getting aggressive with anything or looking down at a paper.
I'm sure if you had some concentration, you'd probably make something happen.
Hey, I'll tell you guys something fun fact to piggyback off eyeglasses. So they used to do studies, right? Just like anything, you have to do studies, right? And
not like anything anymore.
Glasses usually reflect. So they did a year-long study where they put some people on glasses, and everything would be mirrored, right? Because it's upside down. It's glassware, so it's upside down. So they would grab a handle of a door handle a different way. They would do everything for a year a different way, and then they took their glasses off, and then they had them go back out and like retrain them back out. So everything was backwards. It was back when they were doing eyeglasses.
What could that possibly have a benefit in society? Like,
for real, I'm talking about this, dude. It used to literally happen.
People do things backwards.
No, listen to me right now.
When they were trying to figure out eyeglasses, it was reflected. So they would have studies where they would turn people on for a year and say, okay, wear these bifocals, and then just do a normal
mirror,
thing. But it is. So that's how they ended up doing a lot of things for a whole year, was reflected. And then after it, they had to like re-release them back in the wild, and things were like a lot different. And then they were riding Otis.
Well, what year is that?
Probably right after they made the Otis elevator.
Right after the Otis elevator.
Right before this.
All right, the next one I have for you is pen caps. All right, pen caps, and just a specific pen cap that you know of.
Pen cap?
Think about the Bic pens, right?
Yeah.
The clear little plastic ones.
The ones that you chew on. How about the black ones?
They have those dumb little like cone head tops to them. You notice there's always a hole. There's always a hole right there.
And the top.
I thought
it's like a series of holes. It's usually like 3 little holes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like a peat that you look down and it's like a spider web.
Okay, what?
So that hole has a purpose, and conspiracy theorists over the years and like shit talkers have said, oh, that's just how they get you to, so the ink runs out quicker, so you have to buy more pens. Like that was always like the conspiracy about it, why it was there.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, some pen caps do not have that, and it's closed completely.
Once you roll the ball, I mean, if it's not a ball roller.
But I do know the pen caps you're talking about that have like the little 3 holes in it.
But think about it like this. These things are probably from the 70s, probably from the 80s. If you look, you check it out, the hole, it's because they're always like red or blue or black, and infants swallow little things, so they put the hole.
So if they
swallow it, they still have
airflow.
It's for airflow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Dang. That makes a lot of
It's
sense.
for the kids.
It's for the kids.
It's for the
kids.
children.
Don't blame me when little Eric runs off the terrace.
Safety.
You
for
should have
the
been watching
children.
him.
I gotta say
Apparently,
though, the best pens that you can ever buy, the G2 pens. The G2s.
Oh yeah, G2 is elite. As far as
G2
pens.
is
It doesn't. That's the pinnacle as far as the pens.
Is that
it's
Bic
the
or
grip
No, it's
too.
G2, bro.
It's the ink and the grip. The grip
and
is
they
money.
have like 3 different little. Yeah.
Oh man, the click. It's just every part of that.
You
pen
know
is
a G2
sexy.
when you hold
It's
one,
a
bro.
sexy pen.
Remy,
When you got a bullshit Bic pen, you got
That's
to pull
the one where you're
when
looking,
you got to pull the cap off your pen and
you're
stick
looking
it on
for
like
that
a
pen
jackass.
during the shift. During the shift, you're looking for that pen, no doubt.
Last thing I'll say about pens, the Sharpie pen. It's Sharpie brand, but it's just like an ink writer, like a smooth gel ink writer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best pen I've ever used serving tables. Anyway, we got another one of the Did You Know That, guys? I bet you guys didn't know this.
What else you got?
Wite-Out. Who invented Wite-Out? Do you guys know?
Well, like
Hitler.
the person that invented Wite-Out?
Yeah, the person who invented Wite-Out. So
Adolf
little bottle of white.
James Hamilton.
No, it was actually Mike.
Thomas Jefferson.
The Monkees guitar player, Mike Nesmith. It was actually his mother.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Mike
what?
Nesmith.
So
the
like
guitar player,
in the 60s, like would have
So
been
sh-
50s or 60s.
It says here Betty Nesmith was working on as an executive secretary at a bank in 1951, and she began using white tempera paint to cover up typing mistakes, and then she named it liquid paper, and she offered to sell her invention to IBM. They fucked up. She tried to sell it to IBM. They passed on the deal, so she just started marketing herself. Think about it. She invented in 51, so literally 25 years later in 1976
Bic owns it, I
or
think.
1979 so actually it says and
so she must be like a billionaire.
She sold the rights
Wite-Out, Jesus
in
Christ.
79, well after the Monkees.
IBM passed on that.
Yeah, so well after the Monkees' like fame and everything in 1979.
In 51 they weren't famous. You said it was 51.
No, but that's when she started. But like I'm saying, she didn't sell till 79 when the Gillette Corporation came knocking on her door.
Her son was already like
Gamble.
famous after that.
Yeah, 79, and at this point she had been marketing it by herself since 51.
They're eating well there.
So she received a $47.5 million paycheck from them in 1979, and she still gets royalties.
She gets royalties.
No, she gets royalties.
I bet she gets.
I would imagine it would be way
cent
more
per
than 40
bottle,
selling.
bro. She probably gets a cent per bottle, and she probably makes another $200 million a year.
The rights to just inventing that,
dude.
Like, oh my god,
Post-its? How about Post-its?
Oh my god, remember Romeo and Michelle's?
Yeah, I was just about to say
little Post-its.
Little throwback.
Her dad invented
Post-its. Is super rich.
Yeah, but that's the history behind Wite-Out, and
wow, good to know.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
I actually
you said it was the Monkees lead singer's mother.
No, not lead singer. Davy Jones did most of the lead singing. Mike Nesmith was the guitar player / he wrote a lot of songs.
And his mother created
Betty Nesmith. Yeah.
More like I think I saw a documentary where someone was like, "Oh, here's like," and they said it like, "Yeah, his grandma like invented the fucking," and so he had the shit.
We got one more if you guys want to do it.
Him. Yeah,
good
let's
on
go,
you.
man. Let's go.
One more. All right. So you got that spoon at home that you do the spaghetti with. It has the claws. It's like 8 claws.
Yeah.
There's always like a random
the pasta spoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's always a random hole in there.
Pasta spoon. Yeah.
There's a hole in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I would always assume that's for the water to drain out, so you can fucking scoop the spaghetti in it. That hole is actually. Notice how they're always the same size.
Yeah, like a Tic Tac, a little oversized Tic Tac.
I'm very ready to hear why this.
So the reason they're all the same size and they're all on there in most cases is because that's the right amount of raw spaghetti noodles for one serving. If you stuff some spaghetti noodles down there, just try to measure it according to that hole.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's like the typical like one serving of spaghetti. So it takes the guesswork out of because I know when I make spaghetti
like
or noodles,
if you have raw spaghetti,
and you're always like, how much do I make? Like
that fits in that hole is the perfect. Oh
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, because I'm always like, how much do I fucking put in here?
I feel like it's a small hole.
Wait, run it by me like running by me like I'm a 3-year-old.
So you buy the box of spaghetti noodles.
Holes in it when it's raw. You put the raw noodles in the hole, and the amount of raw noodles that fit into that hole, if it's that thick, you take that. That's one serving because like you don't need like if you get a little stack. That's
and if you're like me, you always fuck it up.
I always make. Well, I 99% of the time. No matter what, if I'm making food, I make food for like 3 days. Yeah. Like I don't make one serving. If I'm making pot, nobody makes one serving.
So essentially, if I wanted to make,
you make 10 servings of pasta.
If I wanted to make 2, I would just.
If you wanted to make one meal of pasta, which is I'm assuming what you're the point you're trying to get across, which I've never had. Dude, I see so much shit online all the time that's like random everyday life hacks that like you never knew. Like I can't even think of anything right now like a good example, just like random stuff with like cooking or like cleaning and stuff like that. It's like things you thought your whole life and it's just like you've been doing it the wrong way.
Well, you definitely need
but
you also need a glue gun for about 75% of it.
Well, yes. I mean the glue gun
helps.
I mean
yeah, every YouTube video, every DIY like hack is like, first get out your glue gun. It's like, who the fuck has a fucking glue gun, dude?
Get out the glue gun. Yeah. Go! Get out your heat gun.
Well, guys, that was my did you know that for the night?
Did you know that?
I did not know that. Well, did you learn? Russell, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize that.
And I learned something today.
The more you know.
Wow.
The more you know, man.
I mean,
did those
trivia.
Did those really resonate with anybody? Those the more you know ones. Those the more you know commercials. They'd always get on and be like drug addiction or something like that, or it was always the more you know.
It was always a woman it was always a woman from like NYPD Blue, and we didn't watch it yet because we were littles, and we're like, we have no idea who this woman that kind of looks like Cher, but not.
I was like, is this a TV show? Like, am I watching a crime drama right now? It's like the more you know. It's like a drug addicted woman who's been abused.
Remember the Office ones they did when
the
Office
abused
was on?
by her husband. Boyfriend.
The Office did a series of them when The Office was on, and they had Dwight come on, and he like was Dwight, and he did this thing about probably bears or lightsabers or knives or something. And then they had Pam, and then it was just a great fucking time, 100%. Guys.
Sounds like a riot.
Precisely. Well, I had fun tonight. Did you guys have
Are we
fun?
already done?
I had a couple fun. Did we?
Are we done?
We rated.
We're kind of.
We gotta know more.
This is when you catch the wave and you're just riding back into shore.
It's right the crest.
Now you've been out surfing for the last.
We've crested.
Yeah, we've crested. Is that what it's called?
We've crested. Well, when you get to the top,
hey, what do you have to say? I rode my first tube today.
Hey,
whatever the fuck he says on Point Break.
You guys pop my cherry.
Have you ever wanted to
pop my podcast?
Have you ever
cherry?
wanted to point your gun up in the air and say, what'd you think, man?
Anyway,
what'd you think?
Classic.
What'd you think? I mean,
I love it.
Walk me through
it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it was wonderful.
Yeah,
it was a great time.
Benson
enjoyed every minute of it.
I hope you saved enough room for dessert.
Always.
Yeah. Wow.
You know my appetite.
I know your body.
You know my body.
I know your body.
Do you think Mom put a little ricotta?
We're about to find out.
Are we getting down to the ZD
we're getting down to the ZD.
Oh,
all right, we're gonna go.
How dare you guys disrespect your mothers to ZD?
Oh no,
ZD. By the way, I don't know if they heard that, but
it's a new recipe.
Oh man, we got ZD. Like, come on.
No, we're excited.
Your mother made you.
Wait, who said? What did Rem say that?
I feel like there was a little disparity when we were
telling lies,
talking.
Mom, he's telling lies.
Hey, he's backing up real quick. I was all down.
Wow, we had pizza last week.
No, I was saying I'm glad she left us the meal. Anyway, guys,
I'm so pumped for the ZD.
We're ready, guys. This is they call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and chilling with us all night. We want to thank Dan Benson for being our special guest. Like I said, guys,
lovely being here.
Absolutely. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends. Check us out. Facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, every Monday there's a new episode. And like I said, if you want to watch us live, you get a lot of unedited stuff. Like a lot of a lot. There's like a plethora. Yeah. So you get some good unedited stuff that doesn't make it to the podcast if you watch live every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Next week, make sure you tune in. We're going to have Brother Adam in studio. So all four of us are going to be here. Dad, me, Ryan, and Adam. It's going to be a great time. We're going to talk to him. I don't know. I'm just excited. September, it's going to be an awesome month, guys. Thank you so much. Ryan, what do you say?
A lot of people say, but you don't sign off like the best way. I say, really? Really?
Sure
about that?
You really sure about that?
You sure about that?
I'm going to pass it over to B.
Benson, what do you say, man?
Oh, it's wonderful to be here. I have nothing but gratitude and...
Yeah.
He's wearing a wire.
You guys are one of them. Yeah, you've fallen right in my trap once again.
That's it. And now there's only one last thing to do.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right, guys. Go Bucks.
Thank you guys so much. Go Bucks. We'll see you guys next week. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.